Hi, Dirty Girl here with another vintage sales report for the week of August 15th through the 21st. Yes, still behind. I would not call this a stellar week. I made a fair number of sales, but almost all of them were really for a low sales price, $10 to $12 around in that area, which is something I am really working on with new listings is lumping things together so that I can ask a higher price. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let's get started. I had 3 sales on eBay. The first one was this lot of little lead soldiers. As you can see, they've caught quite a bit of paint loss, but they're still desirable, and they sold for $9.99. And I had to pay the shipping on that one, but everything else the buyers paid the shipping. I sold this turquoise ore, which I found out may not be turquoise. It may be another mineral that looks a lot like turquoise. But anyway, it sold for $15.50. Oh, and I haven't been telling you what I paid for them. The toy soldiers, I paid $1 for those. They came from the auction box. The turquoise ore, I paid $3 for that. It was a lot that I paid $9 for, and I've split it into 3 groups. And then this is the next sale is this colonial fishtail pocket knife, which sold for $8.99. This is one of the infamous knife lot knives that I paid way too much for. Still just trying to get my money back on these. So I assigned an $8 value to this one and sold it for $8.99. We're really grasping at pennies here. That's all for eBay. So next we have Etsy. And first up is this pair of silver earrings, sterling silver earrings from the 1940s, which I sold for $14, and they came from my mother-in-law, so they cost me nothing. Then I have this Crown Trifari black and white enamel freeform brooch, which sold for $16, and I paid $2 for that. I've had that in the shop for quite some time, so I was happy to see it sell. This is a sterling Bowcraft sterling little seagull brooch. I saw this brooch other places on the web. People were calling it a dove and an eagle and all kinds of weird things. No, it's definitely a seagull. And I sold him for $15 and paid nothing because he came from my mother-in-law. I sold the tourniquet, which I paid $5 for and sold for $12. This is a cute little linen dish towel with terriers on it by Terriers by Ulster, Irish linen dish towel, never used. It was brand new, still in the package. Sold him for $12, paid $2 for it. This is another of the Kent lighters. I've sold a couple of these already. This one sold for $12. Came from the auction box. I paid $1 for it. This is a Swank wire knot tie bar, mid-century, silver tone metal. That came from my mother-in-law, and so I paid nothing for it, and I sold it for $9. This is a silver plate bowl from Rogers. I paid $4 for that. I bought this a long time ago when I was really still naive about how much to pay for things. Sold it for $12. I bought it at a thrift store. I bought this sterling silver. I called it an Art Nouveau ring. I'm not really sure that's exactly right, but anyway, it does have flowers and leaves. And I paid $10 for that and sold it for $29. The Mahjong set finally sold. Yay! This has been in my shop for quite some time. I paid $58 for this at the flea market. Really overpaid a little bit for it because once I got it home and started looking really closely, I realized the box was missing. Like it needs a handle here, and also missing a few of the mahjong pieces. But anyway, it was nice, and I sold it for $99. So I was fairly happy about that, and boy, was that not fun to ship. Eesh. And let's see. Next up, we have this brass hanging scale. This is, as you can see, a patent date of 1891 and 1892. So it's a nice old Victorian scale. I paid $10 for that. Sadly, only sold it for $18 because there's just a whole lot of them out there, so they're very common. This little jade carved Buddha I got from the auction box. I don't know for sure that it's real jade. I think it probably is. I was undecided, so I didn't commit to it being jade. I could have probably gotten a little more for it if I had known for sure. I got $28 for that, and I paid $3 for it. I sold another one of these Enoch Wedgwood Asiatic Pheasants transferware cups. Sold for $10. It was part of a very large set of china that I bought, so I paid $3 for it. This is the last cup and saucer. All I have left of this set are 3 dessert plates. So, you know, in the end, I made a pretty good profit from it, but it was a lot of work. So, I don't know if I like doing that. And the last thing I sold was this little piece of dollhouse furniture. The maker is Chadwick Miller, and I sold it for $10 and paid $3 for it. Which is, you know, it's the kind of thing I just think is so cute and I can't resist buying when I see it, but, you know, they don't sell for very much, and it's a lot of work to list that and photograph it, clean it, and all that stuff, so I don't know. I know that it's nice to have a variety of price points in your shop, but I also know that when you start adding up how long each listing takes me, the per hour rate that I'm making is not great on items like this. So, really need to work on that. I keep saying this. Really going to work on it. Okay, here are the totals. My total sales, if I take out the postage that I had to pay for that first item, the total is $328. I paid $113 total for these items, so my profit was $215. I have to take my Etsy and eBay fees out of that, which run between 7 and 14%, something like that. I forget what it is anyway, but I'm not exactly lighting the world on fire, am I? But you know what? The important thing is I'm having so much fun. And as long as I'm putting food on the table and making ends meet, I really don't have too much to complain about. And hey, fall's almost here. Sales are going to pick up. Very excited for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon with another sales report, and I should have a flea market haul video for you soon. I've got everything laid out. I just have to film it. Thanks for watching. Bye.